I had to get some Sudafed and Claritin. I go up and down the aisles. I cannot find it, but I see a picture of it behind the pharmacy. Little box, Sudafed, Claritin. So now I have to go up to one of the 3 17-year-old doctors in lab coats. You have to sign the screen for these meds, and then you got to sign this big ledger of a book we have. I was like, why am I signing? You guys know why I'm signing for these drugs? Yes, you can. That's what she said. She goes, sir, because you can make METH. And I was like, lady, why would you tell me that? I kind of want to make meth now.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Danny Johnson.
How much navy blue can one person wear? I was told it's monochromatic, which is Latin for Teletubby. So, I don't know what I'm doing. You'll find out quickly. I don't know what I'm doing. People don't believe me when I tell them this. And I've never, up until recently, never gotten a full body massage, professional massage before in my entire life. I'm claustrophobic. I have social anxiety. I don't feel good about how I look. So I don't go to the... How many people have done massages before? It's pretty regular, right? Yeah, absolutely. Do we have any massage people? Masseuses? I don't know what plural is. Meese? I think it's Meese. Masseusa, you're one? Okay, so I did it. I had to do it, right? Because I'm a man, sort of. And... Because I got a gift card, the perfect gift for somebody with my condition. Why don't we give Danny a gift card to a massage, see how many panic attacks he can have in 60 minutes. So why would I want this? But I have to get over it, so I did it. I went to, and if you don't know, you know what it's like. But if you don't know what it's like, you go in to this place, and it's very nice, and it's purple, smells like lavender, Yanni's in the corner, whatever. And the lady comes in, and she goes, "Hi, Mr. Johnson, your massage person will be here in a second. Why don't you go ahead and get undressed to your comfort level?" And I was like, well, this is it. Matter of fact, if you have more clothes in the lost and found, maybe like a hooded sweatshirt I could throw on, or like a big comforter I could wrap myself up. It'll be like massaging a big fat croissant. It'll be wonderful for all of us, and I won't have a panic attack. She's like, just get undressed. So I get undressed. I'm just standing there in my shorts, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what's next. And there's a table, right? Table, and then below the table, a little circular donut thing for, I don't know. So then I think, I'm fairly smart. It's probably for your head. So for whatever dumb reason, I get on my back, and I'm trying to lower the back of my head into this donut. I'm like, this isn't comfortable at all. And that's when the massage person comes in. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know, I'm new. I was stretching out. She's like, turn around, it's for your dumb face. So I turn around, put my face in there, and she's massaging. It felt great. I had almost no anxiety. She goes, is there anything bothering you? I said, well, I don't see my family as often as I'd like. I live in different states. She's like, no, is there anything bothering you about your body? I go, yeah, everything. Everything bothers me. Matter of fact, I think my body bothers other people. I don't know what kind of hot stone you got for that, lady, but bring it. She's massaging away, and it felt really great, and and I almost fell asleep, and my head's in the dome. You know what woke me up? I don't know if this happens to some of my nose started draining. And it was just hanging. It's hanging. I don't know what to do. Do you scoop and throw? Do you rip? I don't know if you clean it up. I didn't pay for that. You just holding it under the table. So she keeps going and going. She goes, oh, by the way, there's a new thing for the massage industry. Under your table's an alert button. And if anything uncomfortable happens, you press it, and then like the cops come or something. I don't know what happens. And I was like, all right, that's fine. I didn't have to press it. She pressed it twice. I don't know what I was doing wrong. But she's massaging along, and I enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed it so, it was no anxiety, no nothing. I'm like, I'm totally gonna do this again. And in the middle of it, I said, Danny, tell this woman she's doing a great job. Tell her she's doing a good job. And then I'm like, my social anxiety kicks in. I'm like, how do I tell this woman in a dark room who's rubbing my body without being a creep? So I do what I do in every social situation I have in my life. I rehearse what I'm gonna say to you in my head 50 times, and then hopefully it matches what comes out of this dumb face, right? So in my head, I go, she's massaging away, and I go, Danny, just say, thank you, that feels great. Thank you, that feels great. Great job, that feels great. And what came out was, oh, I like that. She's like, you don't have to talk. I'm like, why didn't you say that? Up front. She freaked me out too, because like halfway through the massage, I just kind of feel her presence. Like her head is like getting closer to my ear. She's really, really close, and she's just, as soon as she gets right here, she's like, you want more pressure, less pressure? What the hell, lady? Why are you whispering? Is it a secret? Are there other people in this room? Here's what got me. Here's what got me. Because as you can tell, I'm fairly immature. The whole time she has the massage, she has a holster of lubricant on her hip. It's like a hand sanitizer pump of lubricant. So she doesn't have to go across the room to get. Do you have the holster? Do you wear it all the time? You have it on now? Okay. I don't know. You never know when someone's gonna get a ring stuck on their finger. You're like, I got you. So she's maybe 30, 40 minutes in, and she goes to get more lube from the little squirt bottle, and all I hear is, yeah, immature, yes. Funny, also yes. Because now I can't stop laughing. And it's not like an out loud laugh, like you ever been at a funeral and someone falls down the stairs? Like you're laughing, but you're holding it in, so my whole body is oil slicking everywhere. She's like, sir, please! Ma'am, please! We're back and forth. So, the point of this story is this. I am banned from Massage Envy. I'm not allowed to go back there. My picture's behind the counter. Holding that cone of water. They said I have to drink it or I explode in the parking lot. I shouldn't be allowed out in public. I don't know how to behave. I don't know. I love to travel. I do a lot of research on the states that I visit. To date, I've told jokes in 38 states so far. 38. Yeah, that's fun. 38 of the 72 states. And I've been to hundreds of restaurants and supermarkets all over this great country. My favorite supermarket is here in the Southeast, and that's Publix. And I can only talk about this in the Southeast. Here's why I like Publix. It's really not, there's no legitimate, look, you can go into Publix, you can buy yourself some food, whatever the hell you want. If you choose to do so, you can weigh yourself on a scale over by the pharmacy, right? Now, if you haven't seen it, I want to thank the kind people at Publix for making the scale the size of a damn grandfather clock. It's like we're weighing cattle. It's not a game. You can't give me little red numbers down here, just me and my problems. It's got to be this big thing. You've seen it. It has handicap bars. I'm like a gymnast. It's like the people at Publix. Like, look, if our customers are going to weigh themselves in public, I want everyone to know about it. If it's in the budget next quarter, I'm going to add some sound effects to that. Ah! The vegetables are in What's next? They're going to wire the scale to the register. So when you go to check out, boop, boop, sir, these Oreos are not in your weight class. Maybe if you work hard. You got the scale and then the blood pressure machine, which I've been trapped in twice, and the pharmacy. You can literally weigh yourself, take your blood pressure, take 2 steps to the left. I got a lot going on. What do you got back there? I don't like the blood. You ever done the machine? I don't trust it. It's a machine. I want a person. I want a nurse. My buddy's like, just do it. I'm here. You're a man, sort of. You could just put it. So you know what? You sit in it, and you. Bro, it's already tighter than the nurse would ever. It's hot in here. I feel clammy, like a clamminess about me. My face flood. My pinky's tingling. Is that it's a tingling in the? I can't feel my face. Is my nose bleeding? Get the man! Get the. And then all of a sudden, and then your blood pressure reads high. I go, no kidding. I thought the crazy Publix robot doctor was gonna trap me here overnight. I'm a little stressed out about it. I did have to go to the pharmacy because I had to get some Sudafed and Claritin. I go up and down the aisles. I cannot find it, but I see a picture of it behind the pharmacy. Little box, Sudafed, Claritin. So now I have to go up to one of the 3 17-year-old doctors in lab coats. And I go, hi, Dr. Becky. And I get the old Sudafed. I pay cash. That's the kind of cash I roll with, $12.84. I pay cash. I go to leave. She goes, nah, you can't leave. You have to sign the screen for these meds, and then you got to sign this big ledger of a book we have, like a big wizard book or something. It's just a giant, it's dust on it. It's like, why am I signing? You guys know why I'm signing for these drugs? Why?
They track how much you buy.
Why? Why do they track?
Because they make meth.
Yes, you can. She said, she goes, sir, because you can make METH. And I was like, lady, why would you tell me that? I kind of want to make meth now. Like, give me one of everything in a Visio process map, and I'll map this thing out. I love the fact I signed everything. I love the fact that I don't show my license. I don't do anything. I'm just signing. And I signed my real name for some dumb reason. I signed my name, and I looked up, and I go, Abe Lincoln was here yesterday. Okay. If the cops find an empty meth lab, do they first go to Publix and get that book? These people are fine. They've made a commitment. And they will honor it. I miss my dog when I travel. You got dog people here? Dog folks? I have a beautiful pit bull, bulldog mix, little tan. He's got abs. I don't want that around my house. He's got abs. Just a big dog. I miss him. He stares at me a lot. I don't know if your dog stares at you way too long, way too often. He does so when he poops. Look, nobody wants this. I don't want it. He wants it. I don't have a fenced in yard. So I have to walk him in the neighborhood, and I'm walking him. He doesn't look at me the whole time until he gets his little spot, and then he wants to share it with me. He's just like... We're gonna be here for a while. Maybe you shouldn't have let me eat that mulch. Isn't it weird that you're the master and I'm the dog, but you gotta clean it up? That's a bit of a dichotomy right there. It's like, you know what, I'm gonna let you clean it up, but first I'm gonna kick it 17 houses down. So now I gotta carry 74 doggy bags and pick them up on 18 different house lawns for the Ring camera so I don't end up on someone's Facebook post on their neighborhood. Ding ding, I got it. I love neighborhood Facebook groups. I try to join all of yours. I don't even live there. It's not causing. It's such a complainer. It's a Karen haven. It's always the same thing. It's, do we all have to park in the street, huh? It's July 5th. Do we still need these fireworks? Is anybody here a notary? That's the #1 question. I scrolled through 4 years of posts. 58 people. Apparently my neighborhood has a slew of legal documents lying around. Notaries are pretentious too. They're just certified by the state to say that you're not a liar. That's it. You know what I mean? One lady I asked, she goes, I'm a notary. I go, what do you charge? She goes, you just buy me some liquor. I was like, what if times get tough? She's gonna be behind a gas station like, I'll sign whatever you want, give me a liquor. Give me an old English. Here's why I'm not good with people, too. I don't remember names of people. I don't remember. We all do that. You meet somebody, right? So you meet somebody 30 seconds later, you don't even remember their name. You don't even remember my name. And I've been up here 14 minutes. Here's what I was told what to do. Someone told me, look, if you meet somebody, say their name, and then while they're talking, in your mind, you tell a story about them in your head so that you help remember, right? So I tried it. I met this guy, Billy. I remember his name now. And I go, hey, I'm Danny. He goes, hey, Billy. And then Billy starts talking about something that was important to him. Whatever. And then I'm just like, Billy. Okay, I can remember that. He's got a goatee. Billy Goat with the goatee. I can remember that. Billy Goat with a goatee. Billy Goat with a goatee. I wonder if he raises goats. I wonder if he raises like a farm of goats. Probably be an HOA violation. You can't raise goats in HOA. He'll be on the Facebook group. What do you feed goats? Batteries, Skittles? I don't know what they even eat. I wonder if he has those goats where you scare them, they freeze up and they fall over. And then I realized he stopped talking. He's like, what do you think about that, Danny? And I'm like, I don't know, Jason. One of my favorite things to do in life is sleep, right? Naps, overnight, the whole gamut. I told you guys that like it was new, overnight. You should try it. But I recently found that I wasn't good at it. Like that part of life where you just shut your body off that requires no skill. I am not good at that. Because I die 17 times an hour. And it's an inconvenience to my girlfriend that I cease breathing. It's a problem for her. Not me, that I die, for her. Sorry, I died again. So I had to go to the sleep doctor and I go to the sleep doctor and he goes, you probably have sleep apnea. What's sleep apnea? That's when you stop breathing a couple times a day. How do you get sleep apnea? Well, it could be because of your weight, could be a deviated septum. What do we do about it? Well, we do a sleep test. What's a sleep test? We can go here. What do you do after that? Maybe get a CPAP machine. And then he goes, do you have any other questions? I go, do you have any other questions that you want to answer? I had to get a CPAP machine, which bumped up my intimacy game. It is sexy. It is, you feel like a fighter pilot. You've seen the commercials. It's over your face. It's over your face with a big heart, like a big thing, like a spider sucking your brain out. It's like I feel like a wrestler flying an F-14. The first night, he's like, look, when you get up to go to the bathroom, just unplug the hose. You don't have to take the whole thing off. And I was like, okay. But you forget, it's night one, and I take the hose out, and I go to the bathroom and turn the light on. I'm like, oh, jeez, what the? But it's not a sexy thing. You can't. You ready for bed? Yeah, me too. All right, good night. We're gonna take this bed up to about 16,000 feet. We'll have you Cleveland in no time. I think she's pinching the two, because I wake up and I'm like, are you pinching? I was fixing it. I'm just trying to take care of myself, my body better, my mind better. I'm an older man. I wanted to find out more about my family history. I took the Ancestry test. Anybody taken that before? You've taken it before? Tell me, Ashley, I don't make fun of people. Did you do it because you didn't know, or you wanted to confirm what your parents told you?
Confirm what my parents told
Okay, and was it true?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, yeah. By the way, great answer. Last time I asked that to the audience member, this lady's like, I found out my dad's not my real dad. I'm like, all right. You couldn't have said Irish and then move on with the show? That's what I'm looking for. Here's what I did the same thing, because I'm the oldest of 5 that I grew up with, right? I have 1 full-blooded sister, and I have 3 half siblings. We call them the others. And this is what my parents tell me. Growing up, they're like, Danny, you're Irish, Swedish, and Puerto Rican. I don't have time for questions. I'm like a Swedish-Rican, you know what I mean? And before I took the test, I did a lot of research, and I did find out my great-grandfather migrated from Sweden. His name was Gustav Johansson. Comes over to Ellis Island from Sweden. He's like, I am Gustav Johansson. They're like, all right, Gus Johnson, have a seat. Right over there. And then my great-grandmother's Bienvenida Santiago from San Juan, Puerto Rico. So I took the test, came back 60-some-odd% Swedish, then English, then Puerto Rican, 1% Senegal, which is an allergy medication. I think. I don't know. That would explain the drippage from the massage. But did you know that you have a lot of siblings?
One.
Just one? Did you take it before or after her? Or him?
She hasn't taken it.
She hasn't taken it. So here's what happens. The more your family takes it, the more your percentages change because it becomes more accurate. Like one of my half-siblings, one of the others, she took it. She came back 4% Japanese. We were like, oh, pretty cool. I took it. She refreshes. I got rid of her Japanese. She's not Japanese anymore. I know. I had to return her birthday gift. It's unbelievable. But I didn't find out anything medically about my family. That's what I was kind of trying to find out, some weird stuff. I don't have any doctors in my family at all. I got asked if I was a doctor recently, which really made me rethink my life's decisions. I was walking my dog in my neighborhood, and this woman comes running out of her house. She's like screaming. She's holding her 2-year-old kid, and she's like, "Are you a doctor? Are you a doctor?" And I'm like, I kind of wish I don't know. She shows me her daughter, a big welt on her head, big welt. And she's like, "Should I take my daughter to the hospital?" And I'm like, in my medical opinion, yes. And I charge her a $10 copay. But it made me think, like, I know I have some pretty pretentious friends that have doctorates. They're doctors of mathematics, history, and they make you call them doctor. It's a little, and thank God I'm not one of those people. Like I was, I have a doctorate in history, and she comes running up to me, "Are you a doctor?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm a doctor. "Should I take my daughter to the hospital?" I'm like, I don't know, but if the Germans hadn't sunk the Lusitania, the United States would have never entered World War I. But I need to look into my medical history. That's what I want to find out. Up until this point in my life, my whole health regimen relies on my smartwatch. That's what diagnoses me. Time to stand. All right. I can do that, Doc. It's a bit of a fat shamer, though. I call it a fat shaming watch. Because right before the show, I'm backstage, and it's like, time to stand, time to get active, so I start pacing for 30 seconds. 31 seconds hits, it goes, whoa, looks like you're experiencing more stress than normal. All right. What the heck do you want from me? I gotta take care of my physical health, my mental health. I started seeing a therapist based on the recommendation of every human that's ever interacted with me. And before that, my mental health, this is what I did for my mental health before my therapist. I used to put huge puzzles together to soothe my mind so I don't mow you over in traffic, right? And that was something I did, a little hobby, a little nice thing. And this is what I get as a gift one year. I get a puzzle, right? It says, world's most difficult puzzle. 1,500 pieces, double-sided. The ends look like the middle look like the ends, and 4 pieces don't even belong. It came with a revolver and a suicide note. Why would I want that? I don't think therapy, I don't know, I'm not getting answers. I'm getting a lot of questions in therapy. The sessions I go into a session and I'm like, I tell her the story and I'm like, you know what, I don't know why I said that. She's like, why do you think you said that? I don't know, that's why I'm here. I just felt weird doing it. She's like, why do you think you felt weird? I'm like, we're not getting anywhere. She's like, all right, look, why don't we just see you next month? How do you want to pay for today? I'm like, how do you want to pay for today? I like after the first session, this is how I knew it was going to be a lot. After the first session, she goes, Mr. Johnson, I just want to let you know that we have a lot of unpacking to do. I was like, that sounds really pricey. It's very expensive. How about this? Instead of unpacking my problems, can't we shove them into a pod or a storage unit? Like a man, like a real man. You shove the emotions down deep inside like a real man for years and years, and then your son leaves the milk out on the counter and you whip his iPhone through the window. Like a good parent. That's what I would like. She's like, you just have to meet more people. I'm like, I do comedy, I talk to groups of people. And she's like, that's not, you get one-on-one. I'm like, I'm not good at that. I inject myself where I'm not even wanted, not even needed, because I get so angry. It's not even real. I'm at a restaurant. This woman next to me orders chicken marsala. It's not a big deal. She grabs the waiter's hand and she goes, excuse me, if you can just ask the chef if that chicken was cage-free. I would like a cage-free chicken, one that roamed with its friends and cousins, maybe played pinochle on Thursdays. And it was very happy. It gave to charity, and I was like, it made me angry. I was like, it's a chicken. Just eat it. I get the concern, but I just don't get the whole. So she's right there, at the table next to me. I order the same thing, and then I grab the waiter, and I'm like, if you could just ask the chef and make sure that my chicken was caged. I want a caged, bullied chicken. Who had no friends, no hobbies, probably had a limp, just like a run over 6 times, something. Had a stutter, everything. I want everything wrong with that. She was mortified. My therapist is like, why don't you join a gym? I'm like, all right, I can do that. I can join a gym. I joined Planet Fitness, the hardcore. This is me and 3 90-year-olds at 4 a.m. I feel strong. It's intimidating. Whenever I exercised in the past, I'd always be in my garage. So I haven't been in a gym in a decade. And I go tell my friends, I'm like, I'm intimidated by going to a gym. And they're like, don't worry about it. Planet Fitness is great. They got a lot of machines, but on the machine is like a paragraph that you could read to tell you what to do, along with like a diagram of how to do it. I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to be, the new guy at the gym. Like, all right, what do you got? Here we go. But I do want to read it, so I had to devise a plan to read it conspicuously. So I just stood next to a machine I wanted to read, and then I just pretended I was stretching. All right. This machine works your trapezius muscle. I do not have that muscle. I think just women have that. And then I get the confidence enough to ask an employee about a machine. I'm like, sir, what does this do? He's like, that's the rack where we hang the cleaning supplies. Okay. All right. I can't even get in the building without embarrassing myself. I hit the front door of Planet Fitness, and this woman, a step ahead of me, she opens the door for me, which is fine. I wanted to get the door for her, but she got it for me, and she just waves me in. And in my head, I'm like, Danny, this is a normal human interaction. Just don't be an idiot, and walk through the door and say thank you. Just walk through the door and say thank you. It's not hard. People do it all the time. Hundreds of people do it all the time. So in my head, I go, yeah, just say thank you and walk through. And this is, I'm blushing just thinking about what I told this lady. I'm walking through, and she looks at me and she nods, and I go, my lady. My lady, like a medieval knight. And then I hid in the bathroom for an hour because I didn't want to embarrass myself in front of you. Guys, have a great night. Thank you.